Just let go, let the fever break. Let the whole world tremble and shake. My spine is tingling, the pulse aligns with the cosmic rhythm, the sacred signs. In this holy silence, the heavy burdens fall. My soul answers to the deepest core. The roaring chaos crashes against my skin, but right here a heavy bass begins. Fingertips burning, tracing the unseen air. I drop the heavy iron of my despair. Every muscle uncoils, releasing the ache. A sudden shiver keeps my spirit awake. My breath melts into the midnight blue, shedding the chains of the pain I knew. The isolation shatters, leaving connection wide. No more running, casting the armor aside. The cold concrete dissolves into a warm embrace as the pounding rhythm commands this space. My eyelids flutter, shocked in the glaring sun. The healing of my broken spirit has begun. From the suffocating noise to the open space, from the crushing panic to a state of grace. My veins are humming with an ancient sound. My bare feet rooted into the vibrating ground. The blood is rushing, racing through my veins. I am washing away the invisible stains. In the blinding silence, my soul finds the light, screaming in euphoria, bursting through the night. The deafening roar surrenders to the calm, a spiritual rhythm, a healing balm. I feel the thunder deep within my chest. The restless heartbeat finally laid to rest. Just let go, let the fever break. Let the whole world tremble and shake. My spine is tingling, the pulse aligns with the cosmic rhythm, the sacred signs. In this holy silence, the heavy burdens fall. My soul answers to the deepest call. These hands once gripped the shadows, raw and blind, wandering through the barren, freezing lands. But now the deep drum beats against my ribs, a blazing heat spreading to my fingertips. The frozen tears melt upon my collarbone. I am surrounded yet beautifully alone. The richer diamond shatters piece by broken piece, a sudden wave of absolute release. My lungs expand, drinking the midnight sky. Every rigid muscle starts to untie. A single drop of sweat traces down my spine as the heavy bass of my heartbeat entwine. The screaming chaos fades into a gentle hum as my weary body surrenders to the drum. In the profound silence, the loudest truth is heard. My heavy soul speaks without a single word. My fingertips are radiating golden heat. The frantic world slows down to this beat. From the depths of despair to the peak of joy, a beautiful energy nothing can destroy. Just let go of the anchor, release the heavy chain. Let the rhythm wash away the blinding pain. In the blinding silence, in the blinding sight, my soul finds the light. My soul finds the light, screaming in euphoria, screaming in euphoria, bursting through the night, bursting through the night. The deafening roar surrenders to the calm, a spiritual rhythm, a healing balm, a healing balm. I feel the thunder deep within my chest. The restless heartbeat finally laid to rest. Just let go, let the fever break. Let the whole world tremble and shake. My spine is tingling, the pulse aligns with the cosmic rhythm, the sacred signs. In this holy silence, the heavy burdens fall. My soul answers to the deep. inside my veins, my breath is melting into the groove. With every beat I gently move, the silence speaks. My soul is awake, a pure release. My shivering souls, a sudden storm breaches the silent ribcage wall. Heavy saltwater floods these tight and rusted veins. I spit out the sand of barren yesterdays. Powerful ocean tides drag my heavy anchors down. Cold isolation drowns inside the swelling sonic warmth. My jaw unclenches as the heavy rhythm strikes. I dive completely into the crushing velvet blue. The shallow breaths dissolve into a massive roar. Stiff muscles melt under the thick pulsing weight. I give my spine to the infinite swell. Every frantic heartbeat sinks with the ancient drum. Colossal waves crash through my narrow paper mind. I surrender my throat to the towering crash. The undertow pulls my shattered fragments into one endless current. Fresh behind my tightly closed eyelids, my hollow chest expands with the rushing force. I float aimlessly inside the thunderous bass swell. Pure euphoria burns across my dripping wet fingertips. Let the relentless flow swallow my entire shape. Blind panic dissolves into the vast, heavy dark. My lungs drink the pressure of the floor. A searing flash strikes the center of my chest. A chaotic noise surrenders to a massive hum. Sharp edges blur within the deep rolling surge. Sweat and salt water merge upon my burning skin. I abandon control to the furies with me pulse. Every nerve vibrates with the heavy acoustic strike. Colossal waves shatter the cage of my ribs. I yield my blood to the towering crash. The undertow wells my shattered fragments into one endless current. Roar behind my tightly closed eyelids. My hollow center expands with the rushing force. I drift weightless inside the thunderous bass swell. Pure euphoria ignites the nerves in my fingertips. Let the relentless flow erase my fragile shape. The deafening surface fades into a heavy silence. Gravity releases my neck from its iron grip. I am just water merging with the mass. A deep hum reverberates through my empty stomach. The relentless tide cleanses my deeply bruised marrow. Surrender feels exactly like a fierce blazing triumph. Time fractures inside this echoing acoustic deep cavern. My rigid shoulders drop beneath the crushing weight. The bitter cold ignites a fire in my guts. Ancient rhythms pump fiercely through my open veins. I dissolve completely into the massive pulling force. My skin forgets the harshness of the dry land. The deep ocean tides rewrite my broken heartbeat. I pour my breath into the endless dark swell. Colossal waves wash away my narrow paper mind. I trust my throat to the towering crash. The undertow drags my shattered fragments into one endless current. Rush behind my tightly closed eyelids. My hollow chest expands with the rushing force. I float aimlessly inside the thunderous space swell. Pure euphoria burns traffic fades into a heavy silence. My frozen fingertips trace the warmth of your ghost. The bleeding sky surrenders to the creeping dusk. A hollow ache throbs deep behind my ribs. I swallow the bitter air of this crowded avenue. Invisible chains bind my wrists to our yesterday. Blood rushes violently beneath my shivering skin. Tonight, the shadow of memory falls across the pavement. A deafening whisper tears through the empty square. My lungs forget the rhythm of taking breath. We built a massive fire in the freezing rain. Now only the smoke and ashes burn my dry throat. I am drowning inside the glow of the city lights. The loudest laughter shatters my quiet solitude completely. Every pulsing heartbeat echoes your forgotten name now. My heavy footsteps chase an illusion through the dark. The brightest stars cast the absolute darkest shadows. A phantom touch sends violent shivers down my spine. I drink the sweet poison of our ruined past. This blinding darkness wraps around my trembling shoulders. Concrete streets absorb the trembling weight of my steps. A gentle breeze cuts my cheek like jagged glass. My dry throat struggles to form a single sound. The distant sirens sing a lullaby of absolute despair. Our unbreakable bond dissolved into thin and fragile air. The scent of your skin still burns my nostrils. Endless crowds rush past my completely paralyzed frame. I close my heavy eyelids to see you clearly. I am drowning inside the glow of the city lights. The loudest laughter shatters my quiet solitude completely. Every pulsing heartbeat echoes your forgotten name now. My heavy footsteps chase an illusion through the dark. The brightest stars cast the absolute darkest shadows. A phantom touch sends violent shivers down my spine. I drink the sweet poison of our ruined past. This blinding darkness wraps around my trembling shoulders. The screaming silence suffocates my restless and spinning mind. A sudden fever violently shakes my fragile human bones. I reach into the empty void to grab your hand. The hollow space crushes my chest with immense gravity. We flew so terribly high just to crash down. My vocal cords tear, screaming a silent, voiceless prayer. Midnight strikes and the waking world falls fast asleep. A cold sweat drops down the back of my neck. The sweet taste of sugar turns to metallic blood. I am a captive running freely through the streets. Every single nerve ending catches a sudden invisible fire. A massive wall of sound brings absolute dead quiet. My stomach twists, remembering the warmth of your breath. The fractured mirror reflects a stranger's exhausted pale face. I'm drowning inside the glow of the city lights. The loudest laughter shatters my quiet solitude completely. Every pulsing heartbeat echoes your forgotten name now. My heavy footsteps chase an illusion through the dark. The brightest stars cast the absolute darkest shadows. A phantom touch sends violent shivers down my spine. I drink the sweet poison The frost upon the glass shatters against my fevered skin. A heavy silence drowns within the pounding of my chest. We wait inside the shadows while the embers slowly wake. No sudden flashes blind us in this quiet, holy dark. My ribs are vibrating with the weight of unsaid prayers. The ashes fall around us, but the core remains untouched. Our breathing synchronizes as the heavy atmosphere descends. I taste the bitter copper of anticipation on my tongue. The shallow waters freeze before the ocean starts to boil. A single drop of fire lands upon my open palm. We starve the oxygen to make the ancient furnace roar. My rigid shoulders melt into the rhythm of the floor. The slow burn scorches through the marrow of our bones. Sacred heat is trapped beneath the surface of the clay. A sudden blinding spark could never match this patient fire. Blood is rushing heavy to the center of my frame. This rhythm grinds into the silent belly of the earth. My fingertips are numb, but still they radiate a glow. An isolated island suddenly connects to hidden roots. The velvet darkness swallows every fragile whisper that we breathe. The icy wind above conceals the magma deep below. Your forehead presses hard against the rhythm of my pulse. Our lungs are trading carbon in a consecrated space. The outer edges crumble while the center turns to steel. Friction dragging like a heavy stone across the sand. We draw the curtain tight against the screaming city streets. One drop of sweat traces the valley of my spine. The agony of waiting slowly morphs into a sweet release. The slow burn scorches through the marrow of our bones. Sacred heat is trapped beneath the surface of the clay. A sudden blinding spark could never match this patient fire. Blood is rushing heavy to the center of my frame. This rhythm grinds into the silent belly of the earth. My fingertips are numb, but still they radiate a glow. An isolated island suddenly connects to hidden roots. The velvet darkness swallows every fragile whisper that we breathe. We starve the rushing flame to feed the everlasting cold. The blinding daylight fades into a sanctuary of pitch black. My throat is aching with the heaviness of perfect trust. A frozen desert blooms beneath the pressure of your gaze. The ticking of the clock dissolves into a steady throb. Our separate silhouettes are melting into one profound eclipse. The superficial chatter dies beneath the roaring of the bass. My teeth clench down upon the sweetness of the ache. We build a quiet fortress far away from all the noise. The surface remains calm while tectonic plates begin to shift. I feel my vision blurring as the temperatures collide. The hollow empty spaces fill with thick and heavy smoke. A single touch translates 1,000 paragraphs of ancient lore. We anchor to the floorboards as the stratosphere decays. The slow burn scorches through the marrow of our bones. Sacred heat is trapped beneath the surface of the clay. A sudden blinding spark could never match this patient fire. Blood is rushing heavy to the center of my frame. This rhythm grinds into the silent belly of the earth. My fingertips are numb, but still they radiate a glow. An isolated island suddenly connects to hidden roots. The velvet darkness swallows every fragile whisper that we breathe. The roaring tempest settles into one eternal hum. My heavy eyelids close to watch the colors bleed inside. We let the embers smolder underneath the heavy ash. The sacred patience the shadows slowly fade. Shadows wrap around my heavy frozen shoulders. A sudden drumbeat cracks the endless silence open. My hollow chest vibrates with awakened ancient echoes. The buried in a fire sparks beneath my ribs. Cold ash falls away from my trembling fingertips. A steady rhythm pumps to my awakening veins. The quiet dark surrenders to a rising pulse. Every breath melts into the heavy driving bass. I stood alone inside a crushing empty void. Now 1,000 heartbeats synchronized beneath my skin. A quiet spark erupts into a roaring flame. This tribal revival pulls my spirit from the dust. The inner fire consumes the freezing winter night. My lungs expand as the heavy rhythm strikes. Blood rushes deep into my vibrating core. Complete isolation breaks into a unified moving wave. The inner fire burns the heavy chains away. Every footstep stomps the silence into the earth. Sweat drips as the revival washes over me. The rhythm swallows every trace of bitter doubt. A dense fog lifts from my aching heavy eyes. The acoustic snare cuts through the lingering shadows. My spine tingles with the strike of the drum. Static noise fades into a pure driving force. The floorboards shake against my bare pressing feet. A sleeping energy twists violently inside my stomach. The dead winter melts under the rising heat. I breathe the fire deep into my lungs. The inner fire consumes the freezing winter night. My lungs expand as the heavy rhythm strikes. Blood rushes deep into my vibrating core. Complete isolation breaks into a unified moving wave. The fierce survival rewires my shattered breaking mind. A pounding rhythm forcefully expels the heavy gloom. Sweat drips as the revival washes over me. A blazing heat replaces the bitter cold inside. The silence was a cage around my throat. Now the thumping kick drum shatters the iron bars. My teeth clench as the organic bass descends. The inner fire demands every ounce of breath. A hollow shell transforms into a living storm. The ancient rhythm dictates the beating of my heart. The roaring fire dances across my dripping skin. A distant memory of sorrow burns into white ash. My muscles tighten with the raw acoustic groove. The broken fragments merge into a solid stone. A blind darkness gives way to a blinding dawn. The revival surges through every waking nerve ending. I taste the electric salt upon my lips. The rhythm anchors my soul to the vibrating ground. The inner fire consumes the freezing winter night. My lungs expand as into the infinite night.
Thousand roaring crowds dissolve into heavy white mist. The pounding in my temples finally starts to slow. Cold sand anchors my heavy heels to the earth. My shallow breathing melts into the cooling night air. Frantic running turns into a grounded and heavy stance. The burning in my chest quietly fades to embers. Endless searching crashes violently against the silent rocky shore. I taste the salt of a completely still sea. The violent storm collapses into perfect absolute zero rest. My trembling fingertips release their desperate and beating grip. Heavy shadows retreat before the fainting coming morning light. A deep vibration anchors the lower center of my stomach. This quiet horizon marks the true end of seeking. Deafening chaos surrenders to the weight of absolute peace. My racing pulse aligns with the pulling ocean tide. We stare out across the dark and still see. Broken echoes are swallowed by the vast empty expanse. The fever in my bones cools to solid stone. The silent weight settles deeply behind my closed eyes. The frantic hunt dies within this perfect empty space. Flashes yield to a soft velvet dark. The tension in my jaw unwinds like frayed rope. Bitter screams fade into the rustle of dry leaves. My hollow stomach fills with the weight of gravity. The rushing blood quiets to a slow steady stream. A sudden warmth floods the frozen back of my neck. Restless wandering vanishes beneath the quiet ancient wooden floor. The final tear evaporates before hitting the cold dirt. This quiet horizon marks the sudden end of seeking. Screaming doubt surrender to the gravity of true peace. My steady heartbeat synchronizes with the ancient ocean tide. We exhale deeply across the dark and still see. Fractured memories sink into the bottomless and silent blue. The rigid muscles in my shoulders finally drop down. An immense stillness anchors the space behind my ribs. The desperate chase expires within this perfectly calm air. The sharp, jagged edges wear down to smooth glass. My parched throat drinks the heavy, damp midnight fog. Blind panic transforms into a profoundly deep-rooted focus. The ground absorbs the frantic trembling of my knees. A singular, quiet note rings through the vacant space. Every tightened nerve uncoils and rests on the earth. The overwhelming noise breaks into a million silent motes. My skin absorbs the cool moisture of the dawn. Endless running collapses into a solitary and motionless stand. The knotted ache in my stomach unravels into nothing. Fierce burning wind settled into a gentle rhythmic breeze. The marrow in my bones hums with quiet power. A hollow chest expands to hold the entire sky. We merge entirely into the fabric of the dark. This vast shoreline becomes the permanent of seeking. Roaring conflict dissolves into the core of ultimate peace. My expanding lungs mimic the slow swell of the tide. We dissolve slowly into the dark and still see. Shattered illusions drift down to the very deepest trench. The stinging in my eyes washes out with rain. This heavy serenity settles directly into my deep core. The lifelong hunt perishes within this flawless empty silence. A deafening roar becomes the whisper of the water. My sinking feet connect completely with the ancient core. The heavy breathing slows to an almost imperceptible rhythm. Complete darkness illuminates the quiet spaces between my thoughts. The relentless tide pulls the last remaining tension away. We finally dissolve into the absolute peace of the deep.
Heavy noise choke my throat in silent crowds. Cold whispers drag my pulsing veins into despair. Wearing a false mask, crack my aching spine. Frozen smiles crush the hot breath I craved. My ribs caged, a storm of sharp isolation. Thick bass shakes the dust from my bones. Raw sweat melts the heavy armor of deception. Fingertips burn, tracing the ancient rhythm of earth. Shallow echoes dissolve into the pounding deep soil. Blood rushes to roots I forgot I possessed. A quiet liberation shatters my tight vocal cords. Pure gravity pulls my center toward the core. Stripping the disguise exposes my raw, shaking flesh. Beat drums carve the pathway to absolute release. My naked chest absorbs the brutal healing shock, finding the inner home beneath layers of rust. Fierce solitude erupts into an unbreakable human connection. Spinal fluid hums with a massive acoustic force. Tears evaporate before they wash the burning skin. Breathing thick air anchors my spirit in truth. Hollow applause poison the blood inside my veins. I tore the false mask from my face. Shattered porcelain cuts the fear I swallowed whole. Thick rhythm injects fire into my numb muscles. Despair evaporates as primal warmth floods the chest. Sweat drips down, washing away the toxic pride. Nerves ignite, matching the heavy kick of bass. Silent spaces deafen the roaring of outer chaos. Dropping the armor reveals my raw bleeding pulse. Sacred drums echo the rhythm of absolute release. My heavy chest absorbs the brutal sonic wave, guiding to my inner home through the shadows. Cold isolation shatters into a deep human connection. Nervous system vibrate with the artificial white glare. My lungs expand, breaking the ribs of confinement. Every pulse hammers away the remaining fragile lies. Barefoot steps crush the glass of past illusions. The stomach tightening pulls me deeply into earth. A wordless scream melts into a silent hum. Foreign shadows fade, leaving my own heavy footprint. Shedding the false mask reveals my ancient skin. Muscle fibers twist, finding peace within the chaotic acoustic vibrations. Dissolve my suffocating throat block. Hot blood surges, drowning the cold external voices. A deep heartbeat overtakes the rushing anxious mind. My vision clears, focusing on the water. This returning grounds the electricity in my spine. Smashing the facade liberates my raw, shaking flesh. Ancient drums command the pathway to absolute release. My hollow chest absorbs the brutal healing shock, resting in the inner home beneath falling rust. Blind solitude transforms into a fierce global connection. Spinal columns hum with a massive acoustic force. Stick heat evaporates the cold from burning skin. Breathing pure air anchors my soul in truth. The heavy kick vibrates through my rooted heels. Fingertips cool down as the frantic noise dies. My core settles into the vast wake in silence. Deep, steady breaths replace the desperate shallow gasps. I stand naked within my true inner home. The raw drums dissolve into my own pulse. Hollows in my chest. A vast freezing desert night swallows every sound. My throat tightens, tasting the dust of shadows. Yet a single spark vibrates beneath my ribs. Heavy chains of doubt drag across the dunes, while a sudden warmth rushes through my wrist. I stand paralyzed within the absolute deafening silence until my pulse hammers against the crushing dark. Ancient voices echo through my shivering spine, offering fierce guidance from the buried roots. Tears of ash dissolve into a quiet roar. My lungs expand to drink the massive storm. I shatter the ice to touch the blazing sun. Fingertips burning as the black sky violently cracks. Fear grips my ankles, but my blood takes flight. We trace the hidden embers in the cold sand. Every sharp breath melts the iron of my cage. The deafening void becomes a heavy, thunderous choir. I tear the heavy blindfold to reveal the dawn. A blinding flame erupts from shattered mortal bones. Deep shadows multiply across the cracked dry earth. Cold sweat stings my eyes in the brutal air. The immense weight of ghost presses upon my shoulders, but my bare skin tingles with the forgotten strength. A hollow cavern turns into a rushing wild river. The tight grip of panic loosens from my jaw. I fiercely press my feet into the jagged stones, feeling the deep tremor of an awakening drum. I shatter the solid ice to touch the blazing sun. Fingertips burning as the black sky completely cracks. Fear grips my ankles, but my racing blood takes flight. We follow the hidden embers deep shattered bones. The freezing whispers try to stop my warm veins, but the searing core radiates through the thick mist. My steady heartbeat swallows the howling of the wasteland. Ancient voices tightly anchor my violently trembling knees. The deepest freezing isolation breeds the strongest burning fire. I boldly breathe out the frost and inhale the spark. The endless desert night begins to slowly, finally fade. Heavy tension leaves the muscles in my tired neck. Invisible pulling threads draw me toward the breaking horizon, where profound silent despair meets an absolute explosive release. The oppressive heavy silence shatters into a rhythmic pulse. My wet palms sweat, holding the invisible heavy torch, walking boldly through the gray ashes of my dread. The steady fierce guidance sets my entire spirit ablaze. I completely shatter the ice to touch the blazing sun, fingertips brightly burning as the black sky finally cracks. Fear drops my ankles and my boiling blood takes flight. We march upon the embers in the warming bright sand. Every deep powerful breath entirely melts the iron cage. The quiet dark void is now a roaring thunderous choir. I rip the final blindfold to warm me, embrace the dawn. An eternal wild flame forever erupts from shattered bones. The rushing intense heat settles deep inside my core. Dark shadows firmly bow down to the rising golden light. My calm, steady pulse echoes through the clearing gray smoke. Ancient voices gently fade into my own steady breathing. The deep desert night completely surrenders to the waking fire.
Shoulders brush against my heavy coat. The deafening roar dissolves into an icy hum. Across the moving sea, a shadow strikes my chest. My lungs forget the rhythm they were breathing in. The beauty of silence swallows up the roaring room. A sudden fever rushes down into my fingertips. The past love anchors deep within my trembling knees. We share no words, yet the air between us burns. Strangers push and pull beneath the blinding overhead lights. A drop of sweat traces the line of my jaw. The loud chaos fractures into a fragile, perfect stillness. I feel the blood rushing loud behind my frozen eyes. Your gaze cuts through the shadows of the shifting crowd. The heavy bass resonates against my shallow melting breath. The violent storm of memories crashes against my ribs. We stand completely still within this frantic world. The distance shrinks without a single footstep on the floor. My throat tightens with everything we never dare to say. The beauty of silence anchors this fragile, shattered second. A quiet heat blooms slowly deep inside my stomach. I watch your eyelids flutter in the dense thick air. The booming speakers fade into a distant hollow thud. A bitter chill wrestles with the fire in my veins. We speak 1,000 sentences without a parting lip. The weight of yesterday presses against my aching spine. This wordless reunion tears the noisy atmosphere apart. Your gaze remains a heavy stone upon my fragile chest. I swallow hard to keep the rising flood inside. Your gaze cuts through the shadows of the shifting crowd. The heavy bass resonates against my shallow melting breath. The storm of memories crashes against my ribs. We stand completely still within the spinning deep world. The distance shrinks without a single footstep on the floor. My throat tightens with everything we never dared to say. The beauty of silence anchors this fragile, shattered second. A quiet heat blooms slowly deep inside my stomach. Dissolve into a lonely, quiet island. The deep resin shakes the foundation of my boots. A sharp pang radiates across my collarbone and neck. We built a secret kingdom inside this fleeting glance of past love, bleeds into the present without sound. The physical world melts entirely off my heavy shoulders. The music swells, cannot drown this quiet tension. A bead of moisture gathers on the lower lip. We hold the staring match against the rush of time. The heat of recognition sears across my flushing cheeks. A desperate release battles the sudden urge to run. We feel the invisible threat pull tightly at my core. The turning heel sends a sudden shiver down my back. The massive crowd reclaims you as you look away. Your gaze cuts through the shadows of the shifting crowd. The heavy bass resonates against my shallow melting breath. The violent storm of memories crashes against my ribs. We stand completely still within the spinning deep world. The distance shrinks without a single footstep on the floor. My throat tightens with everything we never dared to say. The beauty of silence anchors this fragile, shattered second. A quiet heat blooms slowly deep inside my stomach. The ghost of you lingers, things on my burning skin. Chaotic noise shadows our quiet hidden room. I close my eyes up against the velvet pulsing drum. The physical ache melts slowly into the thick bass. This wordless memory dissolves into the crushing, moving sea. The rhythm swallows up my final, ragged, escaping sigh.
Shadows wrap tight around freezing collarbones. Heavy breath shatters against the concrete floor. Silence screams louder than a crushing wave. A single spark awakens in the quiet chest. Dust settles down upon the trembling skin. We toss the ruins into the freezing draft. Lungs pull the sharp air into the deep center. Blood starts to pump behind these tired eyes. Bitter tears freeze into solid diamond cuts. Suddenly heat rushes through the spinal cord. The hollow cage of ribs begins to expand. Dark rivers turn to light beneath the pulse. Hear the drum waking up the sleeping marrow. Every fiber pulls the dawn out from the night. A fierce rebirth shakes the core of our bones. The burning breath melts the frost on the tongue. Sorrow shatters into a million golden sparks. Bare feet stamp away the heavy chains of gray. Rhythms wash the ancient grief from the veins. This beating heart claims the fire from the sun. the sweating brow, dry throat swallow, the thunder rolling near. Isolation cracks wide open into human warmth. A fragile pulse commands the muscle and the mind. The weight of yesterday slides off bruised shoulders. We watch the shadows burn and turn to light. Fingers reach out and touch the vibrating air. Every inhale clears the smoke inside the skull. Hear the drum waking up the sleeping marrow. Every fiber pulls the dawn out from the night. A fierce rebirth shakes the core of our bones. The burning breath melts the frost on the tongue. Sorrow shatters into a million golden sparks. Bare feet stamp away the heavy chains of gray. Rhythms wash the ancient grief from the veins. This beating heart claims the fire from the sun. Stillness shatters as the deep groove takes control. I shut tight while the inner vision clears, scattering ash on cold wind across the sky. Muscle memory forgets the shape of the pain. A sudden roar rises from the hollow stomach. The darkest hour bends into a blazing ray. Tears dry up before they reach the quivering chin. The pounding beat unspools the tangled nerve. Quiet desperation explodes into fierce resolve. Deep currents carry the heavy past away. We shed the old skin under the waking sky. The blood roars like a lion in the throat. A blinding flash consumes the lingering twilight. True rebirth rises from the center of the breath. Hear the drum waking up the sleeping marrow. Every fiber pulls the dawn out from the night. A fierce rebirth shakes the core of our bones. The burning breath melts the frost on the tongue. Sorrow shatters into a million golden sparks. Bare feet stamp away the heavy chains of gray. Rhythms wash the ancient grief from the veins. This beating heart claims the fire from the sun. Hear the drum waking up the sleeping marrow. Every fiber pulls the dawn out from the night. A fierce rebirth shakes the core of our bones. The burning breath melts the frost on the tongue. Sorrow shatters into a million golden sparks. Bare feet stamp away the heavy chains of gray. Rhythms wash the ancient grief from the veins. This beating heart claims the fire from the sun. The fever breaks and cools the rushing blood. Shadows surrender to the overwhelming glow. Our open palms release the final trace of dust. The heartbeat merges with the steady pounding earth. The rhythm melts into the vast horizon line. A sudden peace settles deep within the chest.
Oh, cause you need those, you need those. Cold skin trembles in the silent, crowded room. Dark shadows whisper under a heavy concrete moon. Blind eyes searching for a certain guiding light. Lost feet wandering through the eternal endless night. My throat chokes on words that cannot form. A frozen statue standing right before the storm. Suddenly a violent vibration pierces through the bone. The ancient soil claims what was once its own. The deep silence shatters under a roaring sky. My chest expands wide as the stars align high. Blood rushes fast through every swelling vein. The sacred rhythm finally breaks the heavy chain. So drum thunder is shaking my naked feet. My ribs expand with every heavy wooden beat. Found my belonging where the rest into forever room. So drum thunder is shaking my naked feet. My ribs expand with every heavy wooden beat. Found my belonging where the warm earth cries. Tears turn to fire under the open skies. Absolute release washes over my burning chest. No more running now, I find my rest. This tribal rhythm claims my every single breath. We conquer the darkness, we conquer even death. My lungs are melting into the collective sound. A missing puzzle piece is finally found. The floor disappears beneath my floating toes, where the heavy river of spirit flows. No walls can hold this sudden wild desire. Our communal breath ignites a sacred fire. From deep despair, a wild liberation starts to grow. A roaring river hiding underneath the winter snow. The lonely wolf returns to the ancient pack, moving forward fast, never looking back. Skin taste the song of a newborn freedom song. This is the soil where I truly belong. The heavy drum beat anchors my drifting soul, making every broken shattered piece completely whole. So drum thunder is shaking my naked feet. My ribs expand with every heavy wooden beat. Found my belonging where the warm earth cries. Tears turn to fire under the open skies. Absolute release washes over my burning chest. No more running now, I find my rest. This tribal rhythm claims my every single breath. We conquer the darkness, we conquer even death. So drum thunder is shaking my naked feet. My naked feet, my ribs expand with every heavy wooden beat. Found my belonging where the warm earth cries. Trees turn to fire under the open skies. Absolute release washes over my burning chest. No more running now, I find my rest. This tribal rhythm claims my every single breath. We conquer the darkness, we conquer even death. The drum beat softens into a steady heartbeat sound. Spiritual peace covers the holy dancing ground. My breath dissolves into the cool night air. No more doubt and no more heavy despair. The rhythm lingers as the echoes slowly die. Cold midnight desert freezing my bare skin. Deep in a light burning hot from within. Silent vast sand stretching into the dark. Fierce heavy rhythm striking a sudden spark. Shaking bones tremble as the spirits awake. Frozen ground shatters every step I take. Solitude blooms into a crowded sacred space. Primal pulse rewriting my forgotten face. My dry throat gasp for the air. Spine tingling under the stars' bright glare. Every muscle tightens in the cosmic chill. Blood boiling fast while the world stands still. This sacred rhythm commands my chest to pound. Feet sinking deep into the holy ground. Blinded eyes see the eternal golden flame. Nameless dust whispers my true secret name. Ancient darkness surrenders
quietly pull string. Listen close to what the ancestors sing. Toes curling into the shifting soft sand, reclaiming the power of this ancient land. Breath dissolves into the hypnotic steady drum, becoming the movement we have all become. Boundless void crushing my fragile lonely mind. Boundless connection is what I instantly find. Stillness screams loud in the desert air, shattering all the doubts I came to bear. Sweat dripping cold from my burning brow. Nothing matters but the infinite holy now. From the deep ashes a monument grows, spreading the fire where the river flows. This sacred rhythm commands my chest to pound, feet sinking deep into the holy ground. Blinded eyes see the eternal golden flame. Nameless dust whispers my true secret name. Ancient darkness surrenders to the inner light. Flesh and spirit unite in this flight. Heartbeat echoing through the endless space, sinking and rising in a wild embrace. My dry throat gasped for the air, spine tingling under the stars' bright glare. Every muscle tightens in the cosmic chill, blood boiling fast while the world stands still. This sacred rhythm commands my chest to pound, feet sinking deep into the holy ground. Blinded eyes see the eternal golden flame. Nameless dust whispers my true secret name. Ancient darkness surrenders to the inner light. Flesh and spirit unite in this flight. Heartbeat echoing through the endless space, sinking and rising in a wild embrace. Fingertips glowing in the dark night, sinking deep into the rhythm so right. Desert sands drinking the final echoing sound. Spirits resting on the sacred ground. Music fading into the whispering breeze.
Yo. Cold isolation freezes my shaking hands tonight. The vast silent desert swallows my heavy breath. Separate shadows drift in the endless quiet dark. Suddenly a warm current hits my chest deep inside. My pulse quickens as the ancient drums awaken. Ancient memories rush through my burning veins. The heavy iron cage around my spirit breaks. We dissolve into the rhythm of the timeless earth. A single drop falls into the midnight sea. Endless ripples mirror the silver starry sky. Every boundary melts into the dark water. We become the ancient rhythm of creation. Starlight on water reflects our true eternal being. Universal oneness floods through this physical frame. Floating in silence, yet screaming with pure life. The deep cosmic void breathes inside my lungs. We are separate stars blending into one ocean. The concrete walls trap my wandering mind. The loud, chaotic city blinded my weary sight. Now perfect silence echoes through my open ribs. The dark night expands behind my closed eyelids. My fingertips catch the heat of distant stars. Every single cell remembers its celestial home. The heavy armor of my ego falls away. We are the pulse that moves the universe. Starlight on water reflects our true eternal being. Universal oneness floods through this physical frame. Floating in silence, yet screaming with pure life. The deep cosmic void breathes inside my lungs. We are separate stars blending into one ocean. The grand illusion of absolute distance fades away. Infinite starlight on water reveals our eternal being. Divine oneness claims our wild beating hearts. Frozen teardrops turn into burning solar flares. The crushing weight of loneliness dissolves completely. We are the ancient dust of dying constellations, reborn as the unstoppable tide of pure light. The deep sky flows underneath our bare feet. We awaken as the grand design itself. The long dark night brought the brightest dawn. Shackled in dust, now flying through galaxies. My heavy throat opens with a silent scream. The universe flows directly through my warm skin. No more searching for a home outside myself. The cosmic grid aligns with my heartbeat. The illusion of separation burns to silver ash. We return to the eternal source of light. Starlight on water reflects our true eternal being. Universal oneness floods through this physical frame. Floating in silence, yet screaming with pure light. The deep cosmic void breathes inside my lungs. We are separate stars blending into one ocean. The grand illusion of absolute distance fades away. The fierce starlight on water reflects our true eternal being. Universal oneness floods through this physical frame. Floating in silence, yet screaming with pure light. The deep cosmic void breathes inside my lungs. Deep cosmic void breathes inside my lungs. We are separate stars blending into one ocean. The grand illusion of absolute distance fades away. Infinite starlight on water reveals our eternal being. The deep percussion slowly fades into the stars. Our voices dissolve into the whispering cosmic sea. Nothing separates the water from the starlight. One eternal heartbeat remains in the deep. The groove recedes into the quiet universe. For the midnight with my trembling throat, heavy shadows lock inside my bones. Suddenly the tide crashes through the dark. Ancient waters pierce my heavy chest. Cold salt stings against my skin. A silent thunder shakes my ribcage. Tears dissolve into the rising foam. My shallow breath finally finds the room. Pale moonlight cuts the pitch black sky. wash away the ancient way. The freezing night turns into burning light. A deep current heals my broken soul. The silver water floods my empty veins. The crushing silence becomes a beautiful roar. Trapped memories melt into the black sea. My spine shivers as the pressure drops. A sudden warmth floods my heavy lungs. The bitter past bleeds into the deep. My quiet skin drinks the midnight air. The heavy shackles melt into the sand. A blinding clarity strikes my open eyes. Sacred waves wash away the hidden pain. A roaring ocean drowning out my fear. Under moonlight, the dark mud turns to gold. My racing pulse calms beneath the tide. Sacred waves wash away the ancient way. The freezing night turns into burning light. A deep current heals my broken soul. The silver water floods my empty veins. From absolute paralysis to sudden free movement, my tight chest expands with the tide. The ocean swallows every unspoken scream. A soft heat radiates from my core. The heavy darkness yields to silver dawn. My blood flows free like the sea. Choking dust transforms into crystal water. A deep peace vibrates through my feet. The ocean pours the heavy anchors down. My skin reflects the cold silver light. The ancient grief dissolves into the mist. A steady rhythm wakes my sleeping heart. The restless mind falls completely still. The sacred ocean claims my final tea. Sacred waves wash away the hidden pain. A roaring ocean drowning out my feet. Under moonlight, dark bulb turns to gold. My racing pulse calms beneath the tide. Sacred waves wash away the ancient way. The freezing night turns into burning light. A deep current heals my broken soul. The silver water floods my empty veins. The pale moonlight cuts the pitch black sky. My fingertips burn with a sudden heat. Oh, scars dissolve beneath the swelling tide. The heavy iron cage begins to break. Wash away the hidden pain. A roaring ocean drowning out my feet. Under moonlight, dark blood turns to gold. My racing pulse calms beneath the tide. Sacred wave wash away the ancient way. The freezing night turns into burning light. A deep current heals my broken soul. The silver water floods my empty veins. From absolute paralysis to sudden free movement, my tight chest expands with the tide. The ocean swallows every unspoken scream. A soft heat radiates from my core. The heavy darkness yields to silver dawn. My blood flows free like the sea. The silver tide retreats into the dark. My steady heartbeat matches the great ocean. A deep warmth remains inside my chest. The sacred water leave me completely clean. The moonlight fades into the morning.
crowd fades into cold sand. A tiny flame breathes against the dark ocean. My pulse slows down to match the tide. The freezing wind burns my exposed skin. Here with the fire by the shore tonight. No words are spoken, yet everything is heard. My chest expands with every rising wave. The heavy noise of life completely disappears. The deep river flows inside my veins, carving a path through the stone heart. The embers whisper secrets to the night. My fingertips turn warm beneath the stars. This living silence speaks louder than screams. Isolated but bound to the endless sea. The burning wood crackles inside my bones. The distant world becomes a faded ghost. My throat stays still while my spirit sings, wrapped in the shadows of this holy space. A single spark ignites the quiet dark. The heavy weight of modern life dissolves. The city screamed, but my soul starved. Now the cold dark embraces my warmth. My lungs inhale the sharp salty air. The ocean roars, but my center stays still. I watch the smoke dance into nothingness. The absolute quiet shatters my hold armor. My blood runs thick like a riverbed. The ancient earth grounds to my trembling feet. This living silence speaks louder than screams. Isolated but bound to the endless sea. The burning wood crackles inside my bones. The distant world becomes a faded ghost. My throat stays still while my spirit sings, wrapped in the shadows of this holy space. A single spark ignites the quiet dark. The heavy weight of modern life dissolves. The black water reflects the golden sparks. My stomach tightens, then slowly lets go. The ancient dark feels like an old friend. A cold skin meets the scorching heat. The world is far, but I am home. My breath dissolves into the heavy mist. The endless rushing river meets the sea. My heartbeat anchors to the steady ground. The loud illusions melting to the ash. The freezing night gentles my burning skin. Alone with the fire by the shore. The living silence teaches me to breathe. The inner void fills with golden light. The heavy armor drops onto the sand. This living silence speaks louder than screams. Isolated but bound to the endless sea. The burning wood crackles inside my bones. The distant world becomes a faded ghost. My throat stays still while my spirit sings, wrapped in the shadows of this holy space. A single spark ignites the quiet dark. The heavy weight of modern life dissolves. The city screamed, but my weary soul still starved. Now the cold deep dark embraces all my warmth. My burning lungs inhale the sharp salt air. The ocean roars, yet my still center holds. I watch the rising smoke dance into nothing. The absolute quiet shatters my old armor. My slow blood runs thick like a riverbed. The ancient earth grounds my trembling, tired feet. This living silence speaks louder than screams. Isolated
a single spark ignites the quiet dark, the heavy weight of modern life dissolves. The embers slowly turn to gray dust. The morning mist swallows the remaining light. My breathing remains steady and deep. The river inside me keeps flowing on. The silence stays within my chest. The ocean whispers its final gentle word.
Ancient soil rests beneath my bare feet. Frozen shadows melting to the red dust. Deep valley view captures my fading sight. Silent stones begin to breathe under pressure. My ribs vibrate before the sound arrives. A heavy pulse awakens the sleeping flesh. Cold skin ignites with a sudden fever. The valley speaks in dark wooden tones. From absolute silence, a thunderous crash breaks. My chest expands as the ground trembles. The oldest dust rises into light. Distance vanishes into one single heartbeat. Ancient drum memory shakes the deep valley. My throat burns with a newborn cry. Listen close to the ancient drum memory. The stone cold valley turns into fire. Hear the ancient drum memory striking hard. A forgotten soul's call tears the night. Every single vein drinks the drum memory. This quiet valley screams with wild light. The canyon walls trap the heavy smoke. My fingertips burn against the cold air. Darkness retreats where the rhythm strikes hard. A sharp shiver runs down my spine. Blind eyes open to see the rhythm. My blood flows backwards into the roots. Every single bone remembers the ancient name. The hollow earth swallows my old fear. Ancient drum memory shakes the deep valley. My throat burns with a newborn cry. Listen close to the ancient drum memory. The stone cold valley turns into fire. Hear the ancient drum memory striking hard. A forgotten soul's call tears the night. Every single vein drinks the drum memory. This quiet valley screams with a wild light. Locked in concrete, now running free. Deafening noise turns into sacred silence. My lungs stretch to their absolute limit. The ancestors speak through the wooden skin. A sudden warmth floods my heavy chest. The internal compass aligns with the earth. The valley view expands in total darkness. My temple throbs with the heavy weight. Every drop of sweat tastes like freedom. The rhythm demands my complete surrender now. A hidden fire breaches the surface crust. My lungs consume the thick ancient air. The soul's call breaks every heavy chain. A roaring valley swallows the quiet night. Ancient drum memory shakes the deep valley. My throat burns with a newborn cry. Listen close to the ancient drum memory. The stone cold valley turns into fire. Hear the ancient drum memory striking hard. A forgotten soul's call tears the night. Every single vein drinks the drum memory. This quiet valley screams with wild light. The canyon wall into the deep earth. My chest remains warm and completely awake. The valley view fades into distant mist. The soul's call lingers in the air. Heavy drums slowly dissolve into the wind.
My frozen skin begins to burn inside. A quiet room where heavy echoes run wild. Long nights I spend escaping from the dark. The paralyzing silence screams so loud tonight. My racing pulse is catching up with time. A sudden warmth expands beneath my chest. The bitter cold embraces rising summer heat. My shaking hands now find a steady rhythm. The heavy curtain falls into the deep abyss. My shallow breathing melts into the wider air. Two distant worlds collide inside a single breath. The hidden scars begin to sing their truth. I hold my shadow close against the burning sun. Complete acceptance makes the heavy spirit light. The blackest ink creates the brightest morning view. My fingertips grow hot with newly found desire. The light and dark are dancing in my veins, no longer broken by the storms of yesterday. A peaceful current flows beneath the surface tension. The ancient pain turns into pure golden wine. My sacred shadow guides me to the center stage. We walk as one beneath the open sky. The crowded streets feel lonely in the fading light. Yet total solitude brings connection to the world. My heartbeat thumps against the hollow wooden floor. A sudden rush of blood revives the deadened nerves. The heavy armor melts into a gentle stream. My eyes perceive the beauty in the darkest corner. The sharpest thorns protect the sweetest blooming rose. I feel the weight of truth within my spine. I hold my shadow close against the burning sun. Complete acceptance makes the heavy spirit light. The blackest ink creates the brightest morning view. My fingertips grow hot with newly found desire. The light and dark are dancing in my veins, no longer broken by the storms of yesterday. A peaceful current flows beneath the surface tension. The ancient pain turns into pure golden wine. My sacred shadow guides me to the center stage. We walk as one beneath the open sky. The deepest valleys make the mountains look so high. My throat is tight, but music forces its way out. A searing heat ignites the core of my existence. The blind look inward, finding perfect crystal vision. The silent scream transforms into a beautiful song. The grand illusion fades into the dust. The weeping willow stands so strong against the wind. My skin remembers every single striking blow, but every scar reflects a brilliant silver lining. The poison turns into the ultimate medicine. I hear the rhythm pounding in my heated blood. The dark abyss is looking back with gentle eyes. A massive wall dissolves into an open door. My inner compass points toward the endless sky. I hold my shadow close against the burning sun. Complete acceptance makes the heavy spirit light. The blackest ink creates the brightest morning view. My fingertips grow hot with newly found desire. sacred shadow guides me to the center stage. We walk as one beneath the open sky. The melting breath becomes a steady fading echo. My hot skin cools under the midnight stars. The light and dark remain forever intertwined. A quiet pulse continues in the deep unknown.
Silence roars inside this crowded room. 10,000 moving shadows dancing in the gloom. My freezing fingertips begin to touch the flame. A million faceless voices whispering my name. The friction of the sweat dissolves into the night. A sudden blindness opens up my inner sight. The crushing walls of sound expand to set me free. The drowning wave of people parts inside of me. My pulse is racing through the sudden quiet air. The concrete floor evaporates beneath my stare. A sharp electric current flows into my chest. The ancient rhythm wakes inside my quiet breast. The giant crowd dissolving like a morning mist. The heavy shackles vanishing from off my wrist. A golden thread of light connects the wide universe. The heavy cycle of the dark begins to reverse. My stubborn heartbeat echoing across the floor. I step beyond the latch of every hidden door. The stripping away of all the masks I learned to wear. The true self rises high into the open air. The blinding lights are faded into perfect dark. The smallest ember grows into a burning spark. My heavy breathing melts into the cosmic wind. The broken circle of my life begins to mend. A sudden warmth is rushing through my dormant veins. The absolute release from all my hidden pains. The crashing thunder strikes within my open soul. The jagged pieces finally are turning whole. The giant crowd dissolving like a morning mist. The heavy shackles vanishing from off my wrist. A golden thread of light connects the wide universe. The heavy cycle of the dark begins to reverse. My stubborn heartbeat echoing across the floor. I step beyond the latch of every hidden door. The stripping away of all the masks I learned to wear. The true self rises high into the open air. The skin is trembling as the deeper truth unfolds. The greatest story that my body ever told. The static electricity is burning through my skin. The real awakening is starting from within. My heavy feet are rooted deep into the ground. The absolute alignment with the cosmic sound. The chaotic world is turning completely still. The sudden surge of power in my quiet will. A burning river flows inside my steady spine. The hidden human nature turning to divine. External noise is buried in the sand. I clearly see the map upon my open hand. The deep horizon opens wide before my eyes. The final transformation under midnight sky. The giant crowd dissolving like a morning mist. The heavy shackles vanishing from off my wrist. A golden thread of light connects the wide universe. The heavy cycle of the dark begins rises high into the open air. The final echoes fading out into the space. The perfect stillness resting on my open face. The rhythmic heartbeat holding on the steady line. The universe and I completely intertwined. The music drifting slow into the distant night.
Cold concrete chills my heavy shaking feet, while a burning sun awakens deep inside. Silent shadows crowd the roaring city street, but a quiet ocean floods the mind. My throat goes tight beneath the heavy air, yet a golden spark ignites the blood. Trapped in cages with a boundless stare, ancient pulses rising to a flood. My fingertips burn with a sudden heat. The suffocating dark begins to crack. Our ribcage is shattered with a violent beat. We step ahead and never look back. We rise together like the entwined stars, igniting the void of the inner sky, breaking the iron of our rusted bars, to watch the golden fire burning high. From heavy dirt into the endless space, a silent scream becomes a roaring song. We melt away without a single trace, to the infinite light where we belong. Oh, oh. No words are spoken in this crowded room, but the chest expands with every breath. A sudden garden bursts from winter gloom, defeating the cold gray grip of death. The pulses racing through the fingertips, while the frozen world stands completely still. A secret truth escapes from bleeding lips, surrendering to a higher cosmic will. We rise together like the entwined stars, igniting the void of the inner sky, breaking the iron of our rusted bars, to watch the golden fire burning high. From heavy dirt into the endless space, a silent scream becomes a roaring song. We melt away without a single trace, to the infinite light where we belong. Our breathing melts into the heavy ground, a blind man staring at a flash of gold. The absolute silence makes a roaring sound, the greatest story that was never told. Skin turns to wind under the blinding sun. The final separation is completely undone. Prism holds the widest view. A drop of water swallows up the sea. The ancient gray turns into burning blue. The bound prisoner is entirely free. My chest breaks open with a sudden ache, as a blazing universe begins to grow. The heavy illusions finally start to break. With a radiant warmth we deeply know, we rise together like the entwined stars, igniting the void of the inner sky, breaking the iron of our rusted bars, to watch the golden fire burning high. From heavy dirt into the endless space, a silent scream becomes a roaring song. We melt away without a single trace, to the infinite light where we belong. No words are spoken in pulses racing through the burning fingertips, while the frozen world stands perfectly still. A secret truth escapes from the bleeding lips, surrendering to a higher boundless will. We rise together like the entwined stars, igniting the void of the inner sky, breaking the iron of our rusted bars, to watch the golden fire burning high from heavy dirt into the endless space. A silent scream becomes a roaring song. We melt away without a single trace to the infinite light where we belong. The golden fire consumes the heavy night, entwined stars fading into brilliant white. The inner sky expands into the soul. The broken pieces are finally made whole. Quiet breathing in the deep unknown. My cold skin touches the burning ground, silently screaming while the crowd makes no sound. Your heavy pulse beats through my trembling fingers. The ancient rhythm of this dark night lingers. Frozen shadows melt inside my chest today. A sudden fire washes all the fear away. Blind eyes now open to a blinding light. We find our freedom in the deepest night. My blood rushes hot like a desert wind. The endless loop of time begins to bend. Your quiet breath dissolves into my chest. We find our peace within this wild unrest. This fading second becomes our sacred eternity. The inner sun ignites a silent destiny. Our heavy feet leave the heavy earth below. A river of light begins to overflow. The ticking clock shatters into beautiful dust. In this final heartbeat we blindly trust. The breath of night swallows the morning sun. The endless war inside is finally won. I stood in the crowd completely alone. Now every atom of my flesh is known. My throat goes dry as the ocean swells. A deep salvation that the darkness tells. We locked our hearts in a silent cage. Now we rip open the tomorrow's page. The quiet vacuum screams a sudden song where we both finally and truly belong. This fading second becomes our sacred eternity. The inner sun ignites a silent destiny. Our heavy feet leave the heavy earth below. A river of light begins to overflow. The ticking clock shatters into beautiful dust. In this final heartbeat we blindly trust. The breath of night swallows the morning sun. The endless war inside is finally won. My lungs expand with the dark universe. We break the cycle of the ancient curse. The cold stone glows with the sudden heat. Our ribs collide to this hypnotic beat. The fleeting moment stretches into the sky. We live forever and we never die. The concrete world turns into soft sand. I hold the cosmos in my sweating hand. A million years collapse into one glance. We join the spiral This fading second becomes our sacred eternity. The inner sun ignites a silent destiny. Our heavy feet leave the heavy earth below. A river of light begins to overflow. The ticking clock shatters into beautiful dust. In this final heartbeat we blindly trust. The breath of night swallows the morning sun. The endless war inside is finally won. The pulse slows down but never fades away. The inner sun commands the night to stay. Our melting breath becomes the heady air, a sacred stillness waiting everywhere. The timeless groove dissolves into the dark. Staring at the dust where the horizon cracks. Heavy shadows clinging to the clothes on my back. I traded every heartbeat for a frantic pace, running from the silence in a crowded space. My skin is dry as stone, pulse thrumming in the dark. Searching for a fire, but I only found a spark. The world is screaming louder than the ache in my bones. I was building altars out of brittle, shifting stones. Beneath the feet, the red clay starts to wake. A tremor in the marrow, a promise I can make. Pressure in the chest, the air is growing thin. I'm carving out the hollows where the light gets in. Release the burden, let it settle in the ground. Give the heavy secrets to the silence all around. Feel the earth rising up to catch the falling weight. I am unraveling the edges of a rusted fate. Not chasing, not running, just sinking deep and slow into the velvet darkness where the ancient rivers flow. My palms are sweating, cooling on the jagged edge of time. The mountain is a mirror and the climb is just a climb. I've been tethered to a phantom, a ghost inside the gut, tracing every fissure where the doors are bolted shut. But look at how the soil drinks the cooling rain. My veins are turning liquid, washing out the stain. The breath is no longer a labor or a fight. It's melting into something that is fluid, something light. Beneath the feet, the tremors pull me down. Roots are weaving patterns in the dark and fertile ground. My shoulders drop, the tension is a skin I shed. I'm waking from the stories that I once believed and fed. Release the burden, let it settle in the ground. Give the heavy secrets to the silence all around. Feel the earth rising up to catch the falling weight. I am unraveling the edges of a rusted fate. Not chasing, not running, just sinking deep and slow into the velvet darkness where the ancient rivers flow. My knees are pressing firm into the cold damn dark. The static in my head is dying out without a mark. I am not a prisoner to the echoes in the air. I am the stillness, the answer and the prayer. The soles of my feet are humming with the low, deep vibration. This is the rhythm of my soul's reclamation. No more holding, no more bracing for the blow. The earth knows my name and I'm letting it grow. The fever in my fingertips is finally cooling down. I'm tracing constellation maps across the cracked ground. Every muscle in my neck is loosening its hold. The iron in my blood is turning into solid gold. The noise is just a ripple on a very deep lake. I'm present in the breaking, now I'm present in the weight. The weight is not a sentence, it's a gift. I now return to the hungry holy valley where the dying embers burn. Release the burden, let it settle in the ground. Give the heavy secrets to the silence all around. Feel the earth rising up to catch the falling weight. I am unraveling the edges of a rusted fate. Not chasing, not running, just singing. sinking deep and slow into the velvet darkness where the ancient rivers flow. Deep in the roots, I am finally home. No more wandering, no more forced to roam. The pulse of the earth is beating through my skin. The quiet is the place where my life begins. The deafening roar of the crystal chandelier, the absolute silence hammering in my ear, a heavy crown of glass pressing on my brow, the spine straightens, pushing away the here and now. Chill champagne dripping down the chin, a blazing fever waking up under the skin. Every glittering night facade cracks at the seam, lungs expand, shattering the plastic dream. Shadows woven in gold, painted on the face. The blood rushes, erasing this hollow space. Falseness heavy like velvet draped over the bone. A sudden spark in the chest, breathing alone. A crowded mansion drowning in the frozen glare. The scorching heat radiating through the empty air. The jaw unlocks, dropping the social grace. A rushing pulse echoing in the darkest place. Yeah, collarbones ache with the weight of the masquerade. The heartbeat quickens, watching the painted colors fade. A frozen smile shivering on drying cracked lips, while the deep drum rolls through the center of the hips. Cold mirrors reflecting a hollow, empty shell. A burning heat rising from an ancient hidden well. The deafening applause dying out in the dark. A glowing ember catching the final massive spark. True self emerging, tearing the silken thread. The velvet cages fall, raising the heavy head. Breath melting into the thumping, rolling bass, erasing the lines of a fabricated face. A deafening room, a completely quiet core. Fingertips burning, reaching for the wooden floor. The glittering knife side crumbles into dust. A raw spine standing tall in absolute trust. We peel the falseness, layer by layer it falls, while the rhythm pounds against the chest walls. No shadows remain, just the flesh and the beat. The concrete melting beneath naked grounding feet. A blinding flash of wealth, a dark and thick embrace. The physical body claiming its rightful space. Diamond dust stroking the back of the throat. A warm heavy current keeping the ribs afloat. The bit that tastes the sugar on a silver spoon. The howling gravity pulling toward the moon. Every fake laugh echoing against the marble tile. The stomach clenches, dropping the painted smile. The glittering night facade starts to peel and crack. Muscles twitching, the raw instinct fighting back. Eyes wide open in a room completely blind. The rushing blood leaving the empty ghost behind. Falseness gripping the wrist with freezing hands. A boiling river breaking the frozen wealthy lands. The absolute stillness in a wide spinning room. The blooming heat cutting through the velvet gloom. A tight collar choking the voice inside the neck. A massive breath clearing the emotional wreck. Total paralysis in the blinding spilling like fierce momentum breaking through the heavy night. The jaw unlocks completely, the shoulders drop the weight. The warm blood pounding against the iron gate. The freezing state, a fiercely sweating palm. The chaotic storm outside. The absolute inner calm forces drains out from the wildly open pores. Truth self-emerging on the shaking floors. The absolute zero of a meaningless rich talk. The boiling friction of a confident slow walk. Lungs taken in the thick and heavy
hear it fall, while the rhythm pounds against the chest walls. No shadows remain, just the flesh and the beat, the concrete melting beneath naked grounding feet. A blinding flash of wealth, a dark and thick embrace, the physical body claiming its rightful space. The pulse pounding heavy in the chest, the glittering night facade falling to the floor. True self-immersion from the absolute zero. True self-immersion from the absolute zero. Ribcage expanding with the deep sound, breath melting into the thick dark air. Fingertips burning, touching the solid ground. The velvet cage shadow, true self-immersion.
The freezing skin meets the blazing canyon wind. The pulse rises as the absolute silence ends. Sparks of blood rush through my fingertips tonight. My ribcage expands, grasping the sudden flash of light. From the deepest dark, a fierce connection is born. A quiet storm rages inside the spirit reborn. The ancient dry dirt begins to breathe out loud. The heavy chains break above the gathering crowd. My chest burns in the cold, breathing melts away. The spine shivers as the night becomes the day. The ground under my feet dissolves into space. We collide with eternity in this sacred place. We sing deep into the eternal now. The heavy world bends and falls down. My throat tightens while the vast cosmos awakes. Every single bone in my body shakes. Locked in loneliness, we find the ultimate change. A beautiful relief born from years of pain. The grand universe breathes inside my open chest. In this roaring stillness we are truly blessed. The skin sweats while the frozen air bites hard. A sudden electric shock strikes my beating heart. The shadows dance along the sharp red stone. Yet my core feels that I am never alone. A violent surge of energy hits my weary bones. The canyon echoes back with deep ancient tones. My vision blurs as the bright horizon grows. The hidden river of fire now openly flows. We sing deep into the eternal now. The heavy world bends and falls down. My throat tightens while the vast cosmos awaits. Every single bone in my body shakes. Locked in loneliness, we find the ultimate change. A beautiful relief born from years of pain. The grand universe breathes inside my open chest. In this roaring stillness we are truly blessed. The cold tongue tastes the sweet burning heat. The physical cage breaks at our dancing feet. A roaring scream echoes through the silent sky. The ego falls flat as the soul flies high. The blood boils hot inside the frozen veins. Nothing but this pure glowing moment remains. The fingers tremble, clutching the invisible cosmic thread. The old heavy memories are finally left there. A warm golden wave floods the dark mind. The ultimate truth is what we finally find. The dry throat gasp for the We sing into the eternal now. The heavy world bends and falls down. My throat tightens while the vast cosmos awaits. Every single bone in my body shakes. Locked in loneliness, we find the ultimate change. A beautiful relief, born from years of pain. The grand universe breathes inside my open chest. In this roaring stillness we are. True, we sing deep into the eternal now. The heavy world bends and falls down. There's a world tightens while the vast cosmos flow. Every single bone in my body shakes. Locked in loneliness, we find the ultimate change. A beautiful relief, born from years of pain. The grand universe breathes inside my open chest. In this roaring stillness we are truly blessed. The skin grows cool, but the fire stays. We dissolve completely into the endless haze. The canyon wind whisper grows soft and low. The cosmic rhythm maintains a steady slow flow. The ultimate peace seals the long night.